Wait. Mawin vibawa silale 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 mawin. Sing. Homeless, homeless, moonlight sleeping on a midnight lake. Homeless, homeless, moonlight sleeping on a midnight lake. Homeless, we are homeless. The moonlight sleeping on a midnight lake. We are homeless, homeless, homeless. The moonlight sleeping on a midnight lake. See yo, see yo, see yo, I'm see yo, see yo, see yo, see yo, I'm see strong wind, destroy our homes. Many dead tonight it could be. Strong wind, strong wind, strong wind. Many dead tonight it could be. It'll be homeless, 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 moonlight sleeping on a midnight lake. Homeless, 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 moonlight sleeping on a midnight lake. Homeless, homeless, moonlight sleeping on a midnight lake.
Somebody say, somebody sing, hello, hello, hello. Somebody sing, somebody cry, why? Somebody say, somebody sing, hello, hello, hello. Somebody say, somebody cry, why? Somebody say,
Hit your man up, hit your man up. Yes, I know, I know. Hit your man up, hit your man up. Yes, I know, I know. Hit your man up. Yes, I know, I know. Hit your man up. Yes, I know, I know.
somebody say, somebody sing, hello, hello, hello. Somebody say, somebody cries, why? Somebody say, somebody sing, hello, hello, hello. Somebody say, somebody cry, why?
Kulumani sizwe, singenze njani, bayajabula basithanda, yo.
What part of the UK are you from?
I'm from the south, near Southampton. I don't know if you can picture a map of the UK at all, but right in the south centre of the country.
Southampton, that's On the east.
This is on the south coast. There's a big sort of we're about equidistant between there. So about an hour and a half's drive from London. Not a terribly big place, England. Quite sort of just off its mouth as well.
That's useful.
I think it's always been sort of a, well protected or easily defended. This is the Roja River, which runs into the Rufiji and then down to the sea.
Wow.
Here we go. I organise for you to have a tent each.
Okay.
Hopefully that suits you. If you'd rather be together, that's easily arranged.
That's right, yeah.
Badly.
Well, a camp contest. Use $5
I
for
don't know if
the.
you'd like being which tent, but I've got a washing bowl and mirror at the front here. There's tea and stuff for, in the morning. What they do when they wake you up, they'll bring a thermos so that you can have tea or coffee in the morning, sort of as you're getting up. Rack for your clothes, and then bathroom attached to the back of the tent here. Yes, sir. Getting a basin and mirror there. There's a floating loo there.
That's impossible.
Oh my goodness.
I'm not telling my wife.
Laundry basket here. Your laundry gets done every day.
Oh my. Marvelous.
So just tuck it in there and you'll be back in the evening.
Okay.
And a shower here.
Oh my.
And what we do is when we get back, we'll either have a shower immediately or have a drink first and cool a shower, because they need to put the hot water in, which they've got boiling away. So it's sort of on them, when we call it. It's not sort of there automatically. There's always cold water there, though.
Okay.
You wanted a cold shower in the middle of the day. So they're pretty comfortable. And at night, they'll zip up the tent and they'll spray insect stuff to kill the mozzies. And you'll be fine with this sort of mozzie netting to keep any mozzies out. There aren't too many around there, so you should be fine.
Okay.
There's one tent here.
I told you. It's going to be beyond your wildest expectations.
I wasn't expecting
Roughing
that.
it in the bush.
Exactly.
Might have to cut this bit out of the video. No,
it wasn't. It was awful. There it was.
Too late. It's already been documented. Your host.
Right.
Here we are
See how that feels.
checking the zero on the rifles. Get the 375 out.
Yeah. Again, I thought it was interesting that you use $3 worth of ammo to clear the oil out of the barrel. Huh. I never looked later. Seems like there'd be like a flash burn on the hood of the car.
Well, I propped it up a little higher when I shot.
Okay, we're almost ready, except for you're aiming kind of close to the staff quarters. So I think during this little interlude here, you move the truck back a little bit. All right, everyone needs to check this out because, well, at least 2, maybe 3 guys' lives depends on this. Oh yeah, see, that's much better. So the Spaniards had to move the box in a little, huh? Kaboom. Okay. All right, how many shots total?
I think there were 6.
6?
Yeah. 4 with the 375 and 2 with the 458.
458 was number 1.
But as you can see, they grouped pretty well, and I was pretty happy with it. So I felt I was pretty confident in being able to put a bullet somewhere.
Oh, the sable. He'll be much older when we go back.
He's playing hide and seek.
Yeah, sometimes.
So here we are out for a ride in the countryside from the afternoon. This is not an official day of hunting, but Kaswizi told us that if we found something exceptional, that he would put it on the license for the following day, which is nice of him.
Days you might just get enough just to keep the dust.
Yeah, it was described to me as,
proceeding.
I believe, go for a ride and see the lay of the land. I'm not even sure I'm wearing boots.
Are you wearing your tennis shoes?
I think so.
But we were a little bit unprepared. We weren't expected and walking around, so later on you'll see us trudging through the weeds and thickets in shorts.
Yes, but I have my cool hat. Taki the game tracker.
Okay, you go first. No, you go first.
It's kind of
Whack. Ow. Well, you're wearing your boots.
Yeah, I'm wearing boots, but got those shorts on.
I don't think we got too torn up that day. We didn't go very far, quite frankly, but it was still kind of an interesting ride to check out the lay of the land. I think we're out of the truck, what, 10 minutes before we start seeing elephants? Oh, look there, an elephant. Whatever you do, don't go for the headshot.
Okay, here we go.
Buffalo. Nope. Elefante. Look at the tusks on that one. I swear that's a decent elephant. That one's got one broken off or something. One on the left.
Yeah, one's longer than the other.
And that's no more than about 60, 80 yards away.
And the reason why we're standing there is the elephant are between us and the buffalo, and we want to keep a healthy distance between us and the elephant.
Richard was using the smoke from his cigarette to see where the wind was wafting. Thought that was reasonably clever. Just that time of the evening, there wasn't much wind to speak of. Oh, there I am. Oh. They're gone. Yeah, and where we went, I wasn't real sure if those are animals or more termite mounds, but you can always tell by the flicking of the tails that something's going on.
Buffalo in front, elephant to the right, and we had 2 elephant to the left. So we're pretty much surrounded.
On road, the 600.
There's the big one.
Yeah, it's a big one. There's another one there.
And there's the one I thought was a boulder earlier. And here we're getting closer.
Yeah, but it's getting close to dark. No street lights out in the bush. Frankly, even if you shot one now, it would take them 2 hours to get it in the truck to get home.
Well, I don't know how they get the vehicle there.
Yeah, good point. That's even worse. And you do want to finish up before it gets real dark because, well, lions will probably want it before you can get to it. My guess is if that were to happen and if they got caught in the dark away from the vehicle, and they'd probably do the same thing they ended up doing with your Impala, right? You specified a shoulder mount anyway.
Here's another buffalo herd we saw on the way driving back. Some nice horns in there.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit too dark to go investigate.
Yeah. No, it's too dark. It's illegal to hunt after dark. Got decent low light capability on that camera though. I'm pretty impressed. Driving home. A lovely way to end the first day. We just got in by a plane. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this was our evening ritual after we get back and freshen up. Have a shandy or snacks over the campfire before dinner.
Is it true?
I think my favorite one was the popcorn.
No.
Well, the roasted nuts were pretty good.
Yeah, those are alright. But I think that green parrot was great.
The green pigeon.
Pigeon, sorry. Looked like a parrot, it was green.
No, Senator, I have no recollection of the events of that day.
Here we're following up 2 bulls that we saw, and Matucky's doing the tracking.
Yeah, and again, the first time we were doing this, we're walking around with those sticks and I didn't know what they were for. Up there they are set up. This is for the 2 bulls, and I guess there was a shot opportunity. So they seem to be deployed in the shooting position. pick some wicked tiny trees to hide behind.
It's a little warm outside and the sun's kind of poking out.
Yeah, it's almost 9 o'clock. It's probably like 80 degrees.
Oh, well, we gave that buffalo up, but we saw some zebra looking for some other buffalo.
Gee, had we known, we should have shot the zebra right there.
These are Birch-Hill zebra.
What are some of the other ones?
Hartman's and Mountain.
Difference being?
Different patterns, body size, habitat. There's also a Grevy's zebra. There are four kinds. And here we are basically doing a bad job. You know, we're completely out in the open. All the buffalo were in the cover. And we're just standing around looking pretty conspicuous. Because they can see us pretty clearly.
Yeah, there's some sentry cows looking us over pretty good.
They look pretty obvious.
Don't mind us. We're just innocent tourists. Yeah, it'd be tough to get a shot in through there.
Yeah, pretty much impossible. And I think, as Richard said, as they get later in the morning, they tend to get more wary, and they're not feeding. When they're feeding, they're busy doing something. So, but when they're not feeding, they're just basically looking out for any sign of trouble.
Yep.
So,
Whistle for the car.
Yep.
Here it is.
Time to give this one up and go on to the next thing.
There, it's hot. Really, can't tell.
I don't understand how those guys can stay in those overalls, coveralls the whole time.
Well, Mataki had a coat on. It was like 70 or 75 degrees.
And here's a battler eagle. Quite a few of those. And Mataki playing with matches.
Yeah, he's setting those fires to keep the brush down around the roads. Not only does it encourage new growth, kind of keeps the lions away from, right on the roads.
Well, plus it makes the habitat more game friendly. The game wouldn't be pounced upon too much by surprise by predators, and also for people it's a little safer. Here's a stick insect, or a walking stick. They must have been falling from the trees, because every once in a while we get one of these things on us. I don't think they crawl up.
Well, let's set some fires.
Yep, here's Mataki's handiwork.
Fire.
How about some lunch?
Don't mind if I do. See, again, I thought they were just going to unpack a couple of paper sacks and, you know, look for a nice rock to sit on. No. It's a big old box of food.
Where's all this mud caked on here? These are from elephants?
That would be the scratching tree. Got the scratching move, pretty good. Watch his back. Watch his back. Ew, yeah.
So they've actually probably...
Buffalo and Warthog
lean on it.
does the same.
Yeah.
You can tell by the height who it is.
Give it a good rub.
They probably
you'd want to
lean
find
on
a
this tree.
barkier tree every now and then. Because that one's pretty smooth by now. Yeah, it's hard to tell, but that one's leaned over pretty good too.
Some buffalo bones. Quite a common sight.
Yep, met his maker. Almost certainly from a lion.
And here I think Matucky spots a buffalo herd off beyond the trees. And so we decided to follow up.
Nice leisurely lunch hour, by the way. 2, maybe 4 hours if I recall correctly.
The sun is beginning to poke out, so it's getting a little bit warm.
Yeah, you can always tell by Richard. He sweats pretty good.
As you can see, the smoke is blowing towards the trees, and so what happens is the buffalo have scented us and they're running off, and you can see some clouds of dust beyond the trees. And Matucky's suggesting we go around. So we spent quite a long time driving around in a big circle, and then walked it up the other side to not disturb them. And here we found them. But it's almost an hour later, I think.
Yeah, this time we're in the trees and they're in the open.
Yeah, I think we still got some gaps to close.
And that was a tsetse fly. Flew in front of the lens. They'll bite you right through the clothes. Fortunately, I don't think either one of us were allergic.
No.
Okay, on the sticks.
Yeah, here we've gotten up pretty close. We're in pretty good cover, and I don't think this herd ever knew that we were even there.
Yep.
Because they were just feeding, and they were just moving off to the left, but they were kind of in the open.
Okay, watch the time here. It's 4:02. I'm holding the camera without sticks. All right. Moving in for the kill here, 4:10.
So here I think we've identified some good candidates, and we're waiting for a good selection and also a good shooting opportunity. I think some point along here you can see Richard and Matucky. Their body language indicates that we've pretty much hit jackpot.
Ooh. Yes, and again, in the original tape, this is all one piece for about, coming up on 10 minutes here. And I'm thinking you're going to pull the trigger at any second. I couldn't possibly let go of that silly button.
Oh, okay, Kazooie's his head.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
I think we're in business.
Yeah.
Okay, Matucky's pointing. Richard's looking. I'm trying to figure out which one they're talking about.
Yep, and that's Kasuiza's head.
Yeah, I never knew he had that scar in his ear.
Yeah,
Hey, Kasuiza.
Kasuizas are game scout, and I thought that was a wild misnomer because he didn't scout anything. He just sort of recorded stuff for the government so that, you know, you could pay up at the end of the trip. Actually, I guess the way it works is the safari company is liable for all the expenses. Because you wrote those checks out to Miabo, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Keeps everything on the up and up, I guess.
Well, there are plenty of like government fees and royalties, even up above and beyond the trophy fees. So that probably paid for Kasuiza. Yeah,
Oh,
he'd be the equivalent of a game official
Right,
here in the
right.
U.S.
A warden.
Fishing game department.
Yes, but he was your personal one.
Okay, I think we pretty much zeroed in on this bull that it's shown up, and we're just waiting for a good shooting opportunity. As you can see, there's lots of buffalo there, and so we had to make sure that even behind the bull that there were no other buffalo in case the bullet went through.
Right, right. That's fairly likely with your 458.
But this guy, he was standing amongst the buffalo, he was turning around, facing us to the side and then turned away, and he was just feeding on the grass. It must have been difficult for you because you had no idea what we were doing.
Nope. All I knew was I was supposed to...
Any moment.
Exactly. What are they talking about? All I knew is I was supposed to stand still and be quiet. I already had my tree picked out should anything interesting happen. It'd be back and to the left a little bit. Good sized tree. Can't climb it, but just try to keep me between, keep it between me and anything that wants to hurt me. I don't have to do it for very long because I figured someone would shoot it off me if it dwelled at any point.
Okay, well basically we've worked hard to get up to this point. The wind's in our face. Buffalo can't smell us. We've walked up to good cover without the buffalo really even knowing that we're there, and we're about 60 yards away from the herd you see on the left. And at some point, when the decent opportunity shows up, you have to commit and follow through.
Well, you're definitely zeroed in on the same bull, right? At this point.
Yeah, I didn't want to
They're
mess
just
up.
sort of all milling around, and you get your eyes on one. One in particular, I should guess.
We've been waiting patiently for the right opportunity, and it's going to come up just a few seconds.
There we go.
Yeah?
So now they've run off. You're not going to take the buffalo down in the first shot, but you want to put it in the right place to slow them up as much as possible.
And I still can't put my arms down.
I'm telling you, Richard, I knew I pulled a little bit left, but I knew I hit the buffalo because I could hear it, slap against the hind.
Right. And they saw it react.
Yeah, they saw it react and lurch forward.
There, that's a relief. For you. Okay. Stop doing stuff so I can put my arms down. Because with my luck, had I taken my thumb off the switch, at any moment you would have pulled the trigger. Well, now the fun part begins. Going after wounded Cape buffalo. He's probably really, really mad.
He's probably pretty unhappy. Kind of ruined his day, but here we are to sort it out.
This is 10 minutes later. Give him a good running head start. Maybe he'll bleed to death. We'll let some of the adrenaline work through his system. Again, note the time. It's a good 10 minutes after the first shot. Nobody was terribly anxious to go running after this one.
Didn't you say this where Kaswiza said he saw a leopard?
Yeah, he was saying something to me in Swahili, which was not useful.
In Swahili, leopard is chewy.
Chewy? Ah. I was asking for some tobacco. Oh, sorry. Don't spit.
Okay, here we've spotted the herd. They're off in those trees. Now the task is to sort out which is the one that you put a bullet into and finish it off. At this point I have no clue, so I really have to hand it to Mataki and Richard to find the right one. Oh, here we go.
Okay, sticks are up again then.
Okay, they found him, but I gotta find a clearing through these trees. He's about 60 yards away, and he's facing directly away, so I pretty much have to put it up his backside.
And he isn't even laying down yet.
No.
He's completely on his feet. He just absorbed 4,000 foot-pounds of energy. The very hardest way you can do it. And he's just barely limping.
Okay, now watch the body language, everyone here. Everything's in motion. That's like,
all right. Come on, that's one. He's gonna need a couple more. All right, sticks up. You did hit him good though.
Yeah, there he is moving just under that fallen tree. But he's got two friends with him, and they're in the way. The rest of the herd is buggered off.
Yes, my arms are too tired to hold that up position for a while.
Yeah, Kentucky's telling me to not shoot yet.
Yeah. Not unless you got another $1,200 burning a hole in your pocket. Because, if you nick the other one, you're liable for them.
Can you see? Yeah. Okay, he's looking to the right. Yeah. Shooting now. Looking to what you're up with. Now.
There.
Oh, there he goes. He's down. Yeah, we're pretty happy about it.
Okay, he's still moving around pretty good there.
But he's pretty well anchored. But when we catch up to him, we have to put an insurance shot onto him. But he's still alive.
Oh, I like to think of it as the coup de grace.
Is it?
I think so.
Yep. I could get it, but kick your ass. Come over here, I'll bite you to death.
Still breathing.
Alright, this is over 20 minutes from the first shot, and he's still not really dead.
Hata yule aliyesimama pale nikwambia apige na hiyo wawili kabisa, hata yule kubwa sana. Seru mwaka huu ndio namba moja.
When you hear the buffalo bellowing, those are called death bellows.
Not happy. Not happy. Fortunately, it didn't require another shot. He's pretty much done.
Well, there were 2 shots through the vitals. Lungs, spine.
Which shots?
The third and last shot.
How many bullets were recovered? You got 2?
2.
2 out of
2.
it? Those are good looking bullets too. I'm not going up there. You go up there.
Well, we took a vote. Kentucky, go check him out.
Yeah, you have the longest stick. That's right, poke him. Alright. 24 minutes after or 25 minutes after the first shot. Starting to show signs of slowing down here. Yeah, where'd your had his gun on there. He wasn't real worried because he didn't have the 2 extra shells clenched in his fingers.
But there's me. I'm ready to go for more. Just in case.
Yeah. Go ahead. Make my day. All right. Yeah, I think he's done. Let's just hit him again with the sticks and. Take some photos. Oh, let's say hello. Are you there? There. Take that. Bad buffalo.
Well,
There's one bug factory. They use this I'm going to curse that I don't know how to work this bloody camera.
Okay, took a half roll of film, and this and that.
yeah, this was quite a job.
I'm helping all I can. I'm drinking a Pepsi, I believe.
I'm still so impressed by that car. It behaved just like it didn't have it in there, but it's now carrying extra, 1,700 pounds of buffalo. We pretty much had to take everything out of the back and just put everything on top of the buffalo.
That's kind of an ignominious end. Taken over to the slaughterhouse and with a picnic box on you. I remember when they put the seat back, they put it up in the very high position. Yeah. I was afraid of falling asleep on the way home, getting decapitated.
Here's a pack of wild dogs and
African hunting dogs.
Yeah, and this was Richard said it was quite extraordinary. These are protected species. They're nearly exterminated completely by man, and they're showing a comeback here in Tanzania.
Yeah, definitely going to show a comeback in a minute here. What do you say their range was? Up to 35 miles a day. They'd go looping around looking for food. They're built for it, though. Long, thin legs. Very quick. Yep. When they start smelling that buffalo in the back of the truck.
Right, here they all come out.
Yeah.
The puppies and...
Oh boy,
I think I counted about, I think there are 21 of them. But they look pretty healthy. They don't look like they're starving.
Yep.
But that's a lot of mouths to feed, so from what I understand, they're very good hunters.
Well, to explain a little bit about the buffalo on the back of the truck, there's, since we pretty much completed the main mission in the first day, we thought we'd try to bait in some leopard, not to shoot them, of course, because that requires a 21-day license, but to at least see one. So we took a couple of hindquarters out, and we're going to go hang them in a tree. When I say we, I really mean Mataki.
And that's what they've been following.
Yeah.
Here's a boom slang skin.
Boom slang being a reasonably
fatal. It's a fatal to people.
Yes. Nerve toxin, I believe, also known as the two-step snake. You get bit, you gotta live for another 2 steps. Okay, off for zebra.
I think we're chasing impala right here.
We may be chasing impala, but this morning we were talking about zebra.
Right, well, every day we were talking about zebra except for the first day.
Which is unfortunately, we saw zebra on the first day.
But following impala wasn't that easy either. They have pretty good eyesight, and We usually end
They
up
can
walking
really
around
move.
quite a bit.
They can really move. This was a fairly small herd though, right? It was only 3 or 4 individuals. Not like some of the herds we saw later.
Yeah, well, I think this was a bachelor herd. But we've got behind some pretty good cover, and there's a good impala just off to the right. This was a long shot. It's about 160 yards. Fortunately, I had my scope on 10 power, which was a little bit too much. So I can't keep it still.
I hit him.
Yep.
They're always laughing when we shoot something.
And impala, she blowed up. She blowed up real good. Yep, there we go. Can't believe the size of these horns compared with the size of the animal. Good looking impala though. Yeah, good job there, Guana.
Entrance wound, exit wound.
Notice how this sets up today. We're hunting Cape Buffalo, which is unreasonably dangerous. Well, here's Kaswiza, Mark and Dan, you owe the state a few more dollars. But like I was saying, the first couple of days when we're hunting southern Cape Buffalo, Richard was carrying his double rifle. We're hunting little stuff. No, it's a little too heavy. Taki, you carry that. I'll carry these sticks.
And here I found a new home on top of the roll bar in the back with Tucky. But every once in a while I'll have to avoid a low-hanging branch. Nope. There goes one.
That's a good one. It's funny, this came from Mataki's side.
And here we are squirting guts around,
Yeah.
trying to develop a scent trail for leopard bait.
Carefully.
And
got this 25-cent roll of twine. There it is.
there's
There's
lungs and a good chunk of its intestines.
intestines, yeah. And a handy carrying container. Yeah, wash my hands off of that. Oh, wait a minute, I never touched it. Here's Mataki. You look kind of carefully. He's wearing one of those elephant bracelets in there. Made out of the callus of the elephant's foot. Yeah, a couple of concentric cookie cutters and stamp out one.
Here they're getting ready to hoist the buffalo leg up in the tree and Mataki to secure it.
Yep. That's what the game tracker does, and apparently just everything. So you got to be able to climb trees and spot game and clean them and cook them and.
This is penance for its poaching. Yeah, Mataki was an ex-poacher.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what he does in the off season. Now this tree was used before. What was it? It was last year, right?
Yeah,
They were saying that baited up a leopard in this tree, and you can see when he gets up there, there's still the same bone, the same thigh bone, just dangling from a rope up there. It's kind of hidden by that branch, but you'll see it a little later.
Which works pretty well on a lot of this thing.
The fabled rope. This is after, what, 6 or 8 tries?
Oh, I think it was more like 10. I think Kasuiza finally got it up there.
Yeah, we cut the tape just because I was using up too much.
Here we go.
Yeah, hoisting up
For a
that.
moment, I thought this branch might be structurally questionable. Everything might come crashing down.
Yeah. Well, you got 60, 80 pounds of buffalo meat up there, and oh, see, there's that bone. It's right on Mataki's right boot. It's nice and picked clean.
It's like they like to have a nice sort of thick cover to be able to approach the tree so they can't be seen. If you've got good cover, there's a better chance of it coming in earlier.
Right. You try to target the morning or the evening or late afternoon?
You can do both.
Why he stopped wearing that
We
hat?
might just set up a blind, leave it that
He
night.
had
go
quite a
the
few
next
hats. He just seemed to wear a different hat every few days.
And more hats than pants.
And there's the finished product. The leaves to keep the vultures off.
Yeah, vultures tend to hunt by sight rather than by smell.
There's some warthog out near the airstrip.
Yeah, the first bait was hung pretty close to the airstrip, right?
And I have no idea what we were looking at here.
Look, a tree.
I don't know, it might have been zebra or something else.
Almost certainly zebra. I can't emphasize that too much. From day 2 on, looking for zebra, and we were out of the truck, what, 30 times?
This is a good panorama on top of one of the hills we were on top. Just get an overview of the surrounding area. It's pretty much the same thing for miles and miles.
Oh, there's a sable.
Sable.
Good looking one too. It's 400 yards away.
And here's a Kaloga while setting up a leopard bait. He got a bunch of army ants on him. And army ants cover you and then they bite all at once. So I think his shoes were covered. I think something got into his pants and shirt.
Yes, well,
So we just
time to disrupt your...
so we just stand around and laugh at him.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you know, I'm not going to help him with his pants.
I think here we're chasing. I think this is zebra. We're chasing zebra, but we get a little change of course up here. You'll see Matucky focus his attention to the right and just zoom off and investigate something, and you'll soon see what it is.
And I can't emphasize this more. Wesley Richards rifle, double rifle, doesn't weigh near as much as those sticks. Ooh,
Oh, there he goes. So what Matucky's seen is a nice old warthog by himself off to the right, and he's going to come tell us about it. And so what we do, on Richard's suggestion, is that this kind of warthog doesn't come out on very often. So decided to go set him up.
I think we'd gotten out of the truck so many times that Kaswiza didn't even bother getting out this time. I figured he could trust you.
Okay, so this warthog is off in the grass on the right, and so what we ended up doing is setting up a shooting position, aim for this clear area, and Matucky went off to the right and basically pushed him out. And when he came out, we were ready.
There's something of an art to that, obviously. I mean, you want to push him out, but you don't want to have him pushed out at a dead run.
But Richard called it. I mean, he said that warthog will likely come out of the grass, stop in that clear area, just to see what's going on.
You want to hunt pig, you gotta think like a pig.
And that's exactly what it did.
And whenever possible, look like one. Not Richard, of course. That's a line from Caddyshack. Alright. Nice leisurely setup here. I'm not sure if he comes into view.
Yeah, right in there.
Yeah.
There you see him.
Yep. Oh, the thud.
Okay, shoot him again, dummy.
Nope.
Well, he ends up running off, and I didn't get another shot off, but I knew I hit him. You know, it was a close shot.
Oh yeah, he was
I
limping
knew I hit
good.
him.
I mean,
the vitals. Just so surprised that thing just got up and ran off.
Should have used the 458 on him.
So here we're following the blood trail, which was pretty clear. And it was red, frothy blood, so I knew shot him through the lungs.
Shot, yeah.
But we got stopped by waiting for a freight train of elephants to go by. I think we had startled them. Here they go.
Okay, they got
Okay, so let's pick up the trail again and keep going.
not much of a trail really, maybe 200 yards.
Well, usually blood trails usually get thinner as time goes on because the blood clots.
Well, plus there's less of it.
Well, here's the blood trail again.
Yeah, it wasn't a straight line by any means. That was the part I thought was interesting. Very bright red.
But then I think, see, I spot him up front.
That's a nice thing about those fallen leaves. They really show up the blood. You know that sounds horrible, but it's very true. There he is.
There's the old tusker.
Yep. Right behind the right shoulder.
Spaniards eat your heart out.
What'd that look like? End up being? Like an 8-incher?
I have no idea.
Hii sasa ndio shida hapa sehemu. Giri. Hapo hii ni simba kwa sababu. Yaani shida.
Okay, more photos. I tell you, that's one ugly, ugly, ugly animal.
And here's some zebra on the
We're
far
hunting
side of
them
everything.
now, but I mean, we're hunting them, but
Good luck.
This is while we're dressing out the warthog, right? Couldn't.
Yeah, I think so.
Literally couldn't go after them. Plus, it's really hard to tell which one's which. And we never did get the hand signals, or I didn't, that Scott was talking about. And your professional hunter will show you some hand signals, so you don't have to talk in the field. No. Maybe if you don't speak English.
So here I think we're following up some zebra, but not very successful.
Again,
It's near the Matende River, and I think Mataki has set some fires along the way. And this zebra stock pretty much evaporates into nothing.
as did at least 10. I mean, there was once we just got out of the car and he sets up the sticks. And then, you know, they go running off. We have to go walking after them. So we're reasonably sure we can't catch up with them.
As you can see, it's a little warm. We're perspiring quite a bit.
Quite freely. It was reasonably dry, though. I mean, it wasn't high humidity.
No,
So you can see where the, I mean, you are perspiring equally all over your body. It's just not evaporating from under the binocular straps.
And here we are looking like idiots.
That's why I chose to stand where I was. Don't mind us, we're just a six-legged hippo. Yes, I figure, well, I got cover, I'll just wait here behind this tree. Because you get up here, just out of my view, and then come walking back. Oh wait, no, this is the tree you guys decided to light behind.
I think even at this point, I had no idea where these zebra were. I don't know where these guys were going.
Well,
I couldn't see anything.
It's all part of the ride. I'm sort of happy nothing came of that. I would have felt bad if I missed a shot.
And here we are waiting for a ride, I think.
Oh yeah. I still found that to be interesting. That
Oh, there's a good fire going off over there in the grass.
I found it interesting that Mataki pretty much always knew where the car was.
Yeah, here we are. Come and get us. Before we get charred, Mataki's fires.
Yeah, I think that was that cusp of trees where it fell off the trail.
Oh, here's a green pigeon.
Looks like a parrot to me.
I brought my Spanish 12 gauge. Here's another good fire, Mataki set.
Spreading like wildfire.
Should do it as the season goes along, as the patch of grass gets dry enough.
And this is a good example of an area that's been burned out a while ago, and all this green, nutritious grass comes up, and that's what the game likes to eat.
There's another fire out there. It's a good roaring one too.
Setting the place ablaze.
Yeah, I remember that day there were fires off in the distance from another couple of parties.
Yeah, other hunting parties. And this was definitely walking up on zebra, but
Isn't this the day we ran into those other Spaniards?
should be. That's a big termite mound to the right of us, actually.
Yeah, getting close to magic hour is some pretty photography. When I say getting close, this is magic hour.
Here are the lions.
Yeah, driving home. It was after dark, and just off the road there.
Now they've had problems with lions before. They've had a female lion charge the vehicle, just like in this kind of encounter. And I charged the vehicle 8 or 9 times. They finally got permission from the game department to shoot her. It's pretty clear the lions aren't afraid of much. I think there were 6 in this little group.
Yeah, pretty young adult males.
I think that's a female.
Yep, you haven't actually lived until a lion's growled at you. Could be the last thing you hear.